Hello, hello. Good morning and happy Tuesday. So I'm making the rounds this morning, it feels like. I want to visit all my friends in cyberspace. Just finished a yoga club session this morning, which was so much fun. Oh my goodness. They really worked their core and they're getting ready to fly into crane pose. And then I stopped off in the Yoga with Irena group. And if you're not part of that group there, make sure I'll put a little link below. Check it out. It's a fun place to go a little deeper with our yoga practice. Just another Facebook community. So I wanted to share with you a little bit of what I was sharing in those two spots in case you're not there hanging out with me. These two moves done with a yoga block are awesome for toning your core. So if you have a yoga block, grab it. And I'm going to have you simply place the block between the thighs. It's very silly and it's very awkward, but it's fun and it gets the job done. So I call this the Pez dispenser position, the way we start. You're going to bend your knees 2 inches. You're going to have your thighs squeeze the block. And then as the thighs squeeze the block, use the thighs to move your block back. Okay, just be careful you're not hyperextending. If you need to keep the knees a little bent, that's fine. You're going to lengthen your tailbone, draw that belly in. Good. Now, before we get into our first pose, I'm going to have you extend your arms straight. So we're in a standing plank. And in this standing plank for a moment, press the arms away from the body so you feel the arms come out of socket almost. Don't hurt yourself, but this disintegration. Now, integrate the arms. Draw the arms into socket. One more time, the arms press forward. Feel that upper back round. We don't want that. But draw the arms into socket so shoulder blades draw towards each other and you can essentially soften between the shoulder blades. Good. And then slowly release. Okay, waddle to the back of your space. Now from here on the inhale, the arms sweep up alongside the ears, the thighs squeeze the block, and on the next exhalation, slowly fold forward to a forward bend. Do bend your knees if you need to make this accessible and fingers come to the floor. Now on the next inhalation, slowly walk your hands forward, come into plank pose. We're just doing the standing. Now we do it here. So here in plank pose, the thighs squeeze the block. The thighs move the block 1 inch to the ceiling, so you feel your hips lift a moment. Scoop your tailbone, toning your lower belly. Here comes that tummy work. And soften between the shoulder blades. Take 2 deep breaths, thighs squeezing block, belly drawing in and up. And now to downward dog. Your thighs squeeze the block, your thighs move the block back to help you transition into downward facing dog. A breath here. Good. Now I know it's a little awkward, but bend your knees 3 inches, lift your heels. Roll the sit bones to the sky, knees are still bent. Press the floor down and away. And to stretch your legs straight, use those thighs to move the block back. It's a long downward facing dog. On the inhale, shift into plank pose. Thighs squeeze block. Inner thighs move block to sky. Tailbone scoops the belly tones. You soften between shoulder blades. You feeling your core yet? You shaking? And then lift those hips by moving the thighs in, back, and wide. Downward dog. One more time. Shift into plank pose. Thighs squeezing block, lower belly tone. Good work. And then very slowly, thighs move the block back to help you lift the hips. Downward dog. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet at the back of your sticky mat. Then on the inhale, hands to the hips, draw shoulder blades onto the back, lift sides of the neck, root down through the legs, come all the way up. And that's it. You take the block away. Oh, you should feel those inner thighs talking to you. You should feel your tummy nice and awake. It's a neat little routine, just 2 poses. And you could do 3 of them in a row in, 3 minutes. You could hold it for 30 seconds each pose. So let me know if you have any questions, but it would be great to have you join us in the Yoga with Irena Facebook group and play a little bit more, or even in the yoga club. It's a wonderful place to experience live yoga classes and get real-time feedback. I'll leave the links below. And if you have any questions, let me know. I have a question for you. What yoga pose do you do in the morning to wake you up? Do you have a go-to pose, or are you rushing out the door? Try to sneak in at least one yoga pose, or maybe two today. Okay, catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys. Mwah.